Hello, boys and girls. Welcome to reading and welcome back after your Thanksgiving break. I hope you guys had an awesome week. So let's begin with reading. We're doing module number 3, and the essential question is, what makes a community? Let's find out, okay? Because our big idea for this module is we're learning everything about my community heroes, and we're doing week number 1, and during this week we're learning about places to live, places to learn, and also places where mommies and daddies go to work, and places where we can go and play with our families and friends. So let's begin. We're doing lesson number 3. Let me click on the 3. Perfect. And for this lesson we're using Map My Neighborhood, and with this book we're learning about I can use text features to learn information. Can you say text features? Good. So text features, let's find out what Miss Cervantes means by that, because those are fancy words, okay? Do you guys remember the story that I read about schools around the world? Good. That one was informational text, and it was a book that taught us about a topic. And remember, the topic was what? Schools. So with this book, we also learning about that. So at the end of my lessons, I'm gonna ask you, what's the topic of this book? What was the main idea of this book? Okay, so let's pay attention. But also, throughout the book, this book has parts that call text features. And this can help readers to learn or find information in the book. So for that, at the beginning of the story, you will see what we call table of contents. Can you say that? Table of contents? Good. And this one will give us the page where we can find the information about. The book also have what we call headings. Can you say headings? And this is what the little rabbit is there. That's headings. Good. The book also has, at the end, you will see Miss Cervantes explaining what's index. Can you say index? Good. And at the very end of the book, Miss Cervantes will explain what's a glossary. Can you say glossary? Good. All right, so let's begin. But before that, I need you to go get your what? Conversational buddy. And today I have my friend from PJ Masks, and his name is what? You guys know? Catboy. Yay! So let's begin. The name of the story is Map My Neighborhood by Jennifer Boothroyd. And this is what Miss Cervantes was talking about, table of contents. So remember when in pre-K you learn about the title page where you can find again the name of the story? Well, table of contents is just the list of each part of the story, and then the numbers that you see there are the pages where you can find that information. Isn't that really cool? Where you don't have to dig through the book, you just can go there and find a page. I like that. So let's begin a story. A map. Grandma is coming for a visit. She has never seen my neighborhood. So have Grandma seen the neighborhood, Catboy? No. So this is what the girl is going to do. I will make her a map. A map shows the location and places or things. So what does the map do? Show places and things. So that's what the girl is doing. Planning a map. I made a list of places to put on the map. A map has symbols. They stand for places. So here's some of the symbols, okay? This is my symbol for the park. This is my symbol for the store. All right, cat boy, conversational buddy. I have a question for you. Why do you think the girl drew the swings as her symbol for the park? You tell your conversational buddy, boys and girls. Why do you think the girl drew the swings as her symbol for the park? Did you tell your conversational buddy? Good, let's move along. I made a key. It tells what my symbols mean. I drew my home, so that's a symbol. The home is a symbol. The key are symbols with words. For example, here the girl drew, did home and drew a picture. Then library, she just drew a book because that's where you can find books, right, at the library. She did the word store and drew a store. The word park, and what did she drew? Swings. Street, what did she drew? A road. And school, she did a big rectangle with little squares, right? So that's what key means. I drew my street. The road runs north and south. So look, this is the symbol for street, and then now she made it a little bit bigger. The store is on a different street. It is east of my home. So now she has one street, two streets, her home, and a store. She's working on the map, remember? What is she doing? A map. My school is south. Also, look, she drew another street. She drew one street, two streets, three streets, and on that street she drew what? The school in red. I drew a compass rose in the corner. Catboy, what is a compass rose? I hope Ms. Cervantes explains, right? Do you see this picture with red letters, the W, the N, the E, and the S? Yes? This is important that you watch Miss Wilson's videos because she's teaching you letters, okay? It shows the direction on a map. That's what a compass rose is, Catboy. The compass rose show us directions on a map. And all done. I hope Grandma likes my map. All right, so Catboy, were you listening to Miss Cervantes? Can you tell boys and girls, your conversational buddy, what is a compass rose? What is it? It's a drawing that shows different directions on a map. Good job, Catboy. So here's what the girl used to do a map of her neighborhood for Grandma. Number 1, list all the places you want on the map. Make a symbol for each place. Number 3, make a key to show what each symbol means. Number 4, which place is in the middle of the neighborhood? Draw the symbol for the place in the center, in the middle of the map. Then number 5, draw the rest of the symbols in their locations. And number 6, add a compass rose with the W, the E, the N, and the S. That's the compass rose. All right, Ms. Cervantes, this is what text features are. Remember the word about glossary that Ms. Cervantes told you was at the end of the book? Here it is. So here's what the glossary means. Do you see those words in a darker black color? Those are a list of words, and also what next to it is what they mean, okay? And this is what Ms. Cervantes also told about index. Can you say index? Index. So index is just a list of important topics, important things in a book, and also gives you numbers, which we already know that in the story, we use numbers for pages, right? All right, the end. Let's do our word product. What makes what was the topic of this book? Can you tell your conversational buddy? What was the topic of this book? What is the girl gonna make for grandma? Did you tell the conversational buddy? Good. The last question is, what is the central idea? What is the main idea, Catboy? What was this book about? What did the girl want to show grandma? Did you tell your conversational buddy? Good. All right, I'm going to try with Catboy. I'm going to tell, Catboy, this topic for this book was about maps. Did you agree, Catboy? This book was about a girl that wanted to show grandma a map of her what? Neighborhood. Things around her house. That's a neighborhood. Okay. All right, boys and girls, I hope you enjoyed my story, and I will see you guys back tomorrow.